very nostalgic. It reminds me of like, in my head, I can still smell the smoke from like cooking it.
Yeah.
And it just brings out a lot of good memories.
Hey, I'm Fun with Tucson Foodie, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Kei Ann from Ate Kei's Filipino Treats. So I'm making Filipino barbecue. I have that very clear memory of like the first time I had it. They were doing some grilling at the front yard, and I was like, oh, this smells really good.
So the side dish is...
So it's literally, it's called like a salted egg salad.
Ooh, cool.
But it's not the salad that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
And it's very simple ingredients. Okay, if you can dice these tomatoes for me,
yeah.
And then I'll start on this. And then I'll get started on the duck eggs. And this is what it looks like.
Ooh.
Growing up, it was my grandparents, both my grandma from my father's side and my grandma from my mother's side, made me appreciate the ingredients that I use. They taught me not to waste food, to use everything that you're working with. And they taught me to really be experimental, be open to all sorts of flavor, and like find ways to make something simple taste really good and honor like that flavor. Alright, so now we're gonna make our chicken barbecue. This one I'm really excited about because this is something that my grandma taught me. One of my grandfather's side, she's the one that taught me this. And basically what you do is, again, onion. You want about like a medium size onion. Red onion, it's the best kind.
So we're just doing like rough chops too.
Oh yeah,
again.
all of this is rough chopped. Let's say we want like about 5 cloves of garlic. And then the next thing we'll do is add in our banana sauce. So it's basically ketchup made from bananas. So there was a point in time in the Philippines where we actually had a tomato shortage. Another Filipino person, she actually invented banana ketchup. The primary ingredients are bananas. This one that I'm using, it says hot and spicy because I like a little bit of a
So the
spice.
banana ketchup comes in different forms.
Yeah.
Like there's a spicy one, so this is a hot picante one.
Yeah, this is a spicy one, and then we also have one that's more just like the regular one. It's sweet and savory. There's 2 kinds. There's UFC and there's Jafran. I'm using UFC. So there's literally a commercial for it where it talk like in the little jingle that says "Papa, papa da papa," because like you have to like try to take it off from here because it just stays in. Spicy.
So you have the chicken, the onions, garlic, and then the whole bottle.
Of it.
Banana ketchup.
And with this one, I would say just eye it, but about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of crushed pepper works. So we have 8 chicken. Like this works, this recipe works for about like 1 to 2 pounds of chicken. So this one is Marca Pina. This is the type of soy sauce that my grandma likes to use, so that's why I am using it.
The pineapple soy sauce.
So for this one, soy sauce wise, you want to put about a 1/4 to a 1/3 of a cup of it. We also want to use, you can use vegetable oil, canola oil.
Any neutral oil,
Any
right?
neutral oil, that should do it. And then this one, I would only put like about 1/4 of it. You actually want to put a little bit of like sugar in it. You can either use white sugar or brown sugar. Today I have white, so it's gonna be white.
Yeah, let's do white.
So I'm putting 1/3 of a cup of sugar. And then you just put it around.
I love it. It's like these salty and sweet.
So now we basically just like mix it all up. So we use a lot of our hands like in cooking. Like we usually don't just use a palm or something.
This looks so beautiful, the color.
Yeah, and I'm like, red barbecue, that's another thing. When I was like first came here in the US, I was like, how come the barbecue here looks brown?
Right.
So that's what it's going to look like. You just want to cover it up in either a saran wrap or like a foil. Keep it in the fridge for at least 8 hours. Overnight is best. And then you grill it. I like to grill it over charcoals because that's what I'm used to. And that's really it. And then basically what you do is you just place the chicken sizzle. So you usually put it like that, and then you don't throw away your marinade, and because that's what you're gonna use to lock the flavor, but also keep the chicken moist, because no one likes a dry chicken.
Can you use this marinade for other proteins?
Yeah, so actually this exact same marinade, you can use it for pork.
Oh, nice.
Like pork belly. It's really good with pork belly.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then like you want to wait like about like 3 minutes, and then after that like put it on to the next, like flip it to its other side. Cheers! San Miguel light but apple flavor is a very Filipino beer. Food means a lot to me because when I was growing up, there was a point in my life where my family and we didn't have access to food. I remember that one night, my sister and we were the only ones that had dinner. And then I looked around, and that's how I realized, like, man, like my grandparents really just did not eat dinner so we can eat dinner, you know? And to me at the time, I was like, well, that's not cool because, you're my grandparents and you deserve to eat food too. And in their head, you're the younger ones, we need to take care of you and all of that. And I promised myself, once I get to the US and I become stable, I would never, ever, ever let my family experience that ever again. Because that wasn't the first time. There were times when I just have to see them slip it off. I'll get you guys some plate.
Moment of truth.
Okay, you want to cheers it or not? I almost call it dumplings. Chickens!
It's a little sweet, smoky.
Burnt. I love the little bit of like the char in it.
Me too.
In the Philippines, even if you come here now, like it's just fun to like eat with your hands. So like this is how you eat with your hands.
Yeah, show me. Oh my gosh, I did it wrong.
No, you're good. So I put in a little bit of tomato, rice. So you kind of like pinch it, right? Like this, and just
like this.
I hear you. So. Oh, you're doing already so much better, yeah. That's right.
I'll practice.
That's right. Just push it.
It's such a celebration. This is so fun. I love this. It's delicious, and hope everyone can make this at home.
Yeah.
Simple and easy and very rewarding.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
that.
I feel like I'm closer to home, even though home is thousands of miles away.
Yeah.
As often anymore, at least with my grandparents, because I don't live in the Philippines anymore.